It had a good tie-in with what our project wanted to do. We are promoting history and culture, and that promoted history and culture with the young people. So we thought it was a great initiative to do, and so we started to work on it last year, November. And we were just able to have our zone eliminations yesterday, 2 zone eliminations. We have 13 schools out of the 30 Belize City school. This is we consider it the pilot project for this initiative, so we're only focusing on Belize City. So we had 13 schools, 6 in the morning and 6 in the afternoon. And in Zone 1, we had 3 finalists, and in Zone 2, we had 3 finalists. And those 6 finalists will go on to the finals next week, Friday, November 25th at 9 a.m., and it'll be held at the SCA Gymnasium.
Now, what are some of the topics or the areas covered in this history and social studies competition that the students had to prepare for?
It's a lot of the question is based on Belize City history and culture and social studies. We try to incorporate some of the questions from the curriculum from the history and social studies in the upper division. But a lot of the questions came from resource books that are out there that's written about downtown Belize and the history. And we try to incorporate a lot of those questions because we found out that a lot of our history in downtown is not incorporated in the curriculum for the primary school. So we thought, let's get a lot of these new information and put this into the questions. And just by participating, by studying these 300 questions, the participants we hope will remember some. They won't remember everything, but they'll remember some. And that's better than before, where they probably didn't know it at all.
From what you saw yesterday, would you say students perhaps understood what they had studied? Were you satisfied with the level of perhaps the knowledge that they demonstrated yesterday?
It's interesting that you asked me that because one of the things I was thinking to do, we haven't done a post-mortem on the competition yesterday, but that's one of the analyses I wanted to do to see how many of the questions were actually answered, were the correct answer. And just from my memory, I believe we had something like maybe 60 to 70% of the answer, the questions that were asked, that they had the answers. And so at least up to that point, they were very familiar with the answers to those questions.